There's a saying that talent excuses bad behavior. Whether that's true or not depends on how much people are willing to tolerate in exchange for greatness. In the film industry, few directors have pushed this idea as far as James Cameron. He's known as one of the greatest filmmakers of all time, responsible for groundbreaking movies like The Terminator, Aliens, Titanic, and Avatar. But he's also got a reputation for being incredibly difficult to work with. So the question is, does his talent justify his behavior? James Cameron's films have changed cinema. Terminator 2, Judgment Day, set new standards for visual effects and action storytelling. Titanic became one of the highest-grossing movies of all time and won 11 Academy Awards. His dedication to pushing technology forward is undeniable, but so is his reputation for being a nightmare on set. People who have worked with Cameron have plenty of stories about his intense, often harsh directing style. Actress Kate Winslet, who starred in Titanic, has spoken about how physically and emotionally exhausting the shoot was, saying, "There were times I was genuinely afraid of him." Actor Ed Harris, who worked with Cameron on The Abyss, reportedly got so frustrated with Cameron's methods that he refused to talk about the experience for years. And crew members on Aliens were said to have resented Cameron's demanding and controlling approach. On The Terminator, Cameron reportedly told his crew, "If you can't do it my way, you're out." Now, I don't know about you, but for me, part of me gets it. Think about it. If you've got this idea, and your ideas tend to be good, if somebody disagrees with you on how something should be done, or if they offer their opinion, which isn't bad, but it's just not your opinion, are you going to take it just to be nice? No. For better or for worse, whether it hurts people's feelings or not, you're going to do it your way. But here's the thing. Cameron gets results. His movies aren't just successful, they're total blockbusters. When you create something that impactful, people tend to overlook the stories of shouting matches on the set or insane work conditions. And he's far from the only person in history that fits this mold. Steve Jobs, for example, was known for being incredibly difficult to work with. Bill Gates, Picasso, Ernest Hemingway, Christian Bale. When you start to look, there are thousands of people across every industry who have this incredible talent that is also paired with this personality that most people can only take in small doses. Alfred Hitchcock was known for being manipulative, sometimes putting actors through psychological distress to get the performance he wanted. Stanley Kubrick was famous for his perfectionism, forcing actors to do dozens of takes until they were mentally and physically exhausted. For Titanic, Cameron insisted on shooting mostly in water, so the cast and crew spent hours submerged in a giant abandoned nuclear reactor that had been converted into a water tank, which led to miserable working conditions. Ed Harris nearly drowned while filming the scene for The Abyss. Later, he admitted that, "I went back to my hotel room and broke down and cried for a couple hours." These directors pushed the boundaries of filmmaker, but they also left behind a legacy of stress and tension. So, can you get away with being a jerk if you're talented enough? The short answer is yes, but only to a point. Cameron is respected, but his reputation follows him. Some actors and crew members have vowed never to work with him again, and as the industry evolves, extreme behavior isn't as tolerated as it once was. In some cases, bad behavior has consequences, and directors with reputations for being overly harsh might struggle to find people willing to work with them. Even Cameron himself has admitted that he's mellowed out a little over the years. In a 2022 interview, he said, "I can be a bit hard on people, but I also want to inspire them to do their best work." In the end, James Cameron proves that talent can outweigh personality flaws, but it comes at a cost. His films will be remembered forever, but so will the stories about how hard it was to make them. So what do you think? Does sheer brilliance excuse bad behavior? Thanks for watching.